From the middle of 42nd, I'm blessing another banger by Psychotic. I'm on and I'm wrecking the Punisher beast. This is capital punishment. Runners be speaking. Been Punisher cast and make examples out you rappers. Bronx bomber from the city where the greats are from. Chris Rivers, OP Mala Reigns is from. Cuban Link, busy being a Remy Martin. Man, that verse on any up is smoking. I'll forever love my city. Bright lights, a big dream. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills on the rails. Take it back to 93 instead of 90 for that L. Hip-hop, rap caused the panic. Salute to Queensbridge, the home of Illmatic. And the infamous, can't forget son, Derek G, the show that number 2 was number 1. Like when Angie Mall went to power. Flex beefing with Hov, I'm feeling sour. It's still New York City, no effing cowards. Brooklyn, where the people yelling yawa. Fabulous Joel Ortiz, man, them boys are ether. Rest in peace, the birthplace of Aaliyah. High haters, even at the haters loving me, no BK. The birthplace of David Blaine, yo. Papoose drop charades. Meanwhile, the second Sunday in June is the PR parade. Floating through the city, all the people getting lit. Can't forget about Harlem, shout outs to the dips. Children of the corn showed unity. Now we bumping that diplomatic immunity. Greatness is earned and never borrowed. You sucker MCs won't last in the Apollo. Heavy, Planet Rock, Africa, Bambaataa, Zulu Nation, and rock steady. Hardcore, jumping on city trains, graffitied up, B Street. No need to fight, bring out the cardboards. Break dancing, I break them, they ain't advancing. I'm crazy laced with the prancing, get my B-boys dancing. Pardon me bargaining, but the art of me's expanding. Get late to rest, cause I make the best when I'm breaking necks. This ain't a test, I shatter MCs, prepare your tape decks. For that street flow, New York City, all the homies still doing chin numps on the street post. Y'all seen that Fat Joe made them lean back. We started local, became big and went global. Hip-hop gave us a voice and we became vocal. No matter what, I will never front. I may be Jersey, but I'll never forget where I came from. New York, right.
Back and forth and play this cat and mouse game. It is what it is. If you with it, let me know from the beginning. What it's gonna be. Yeah.
So what it's gonna be, baby girl? And like you're trying to come home. Leave with me, girl. So I see the phone come on. I wanna leave you, girl. and all these bitches hitting up the phone.
HHPOV. Heroes headphones. HHPOV.
Yeah. I ain't got no headphones, so I can't hear me right now. It's okay.
You
No,
should. You don't
it don't matter.
You
It
don't
don't
want to
matter.
unplug these like
Nah,
style. Come in and
we
unplug
good. We
everything.
good. We ready to roll. I'm ready to
Okay.
roll. What's up? It's Thursday, 6 to 8.
What's
It was
up,
that
what's up?
Coda's
You feeling? How you feeling?
radio show, HHPOV Hip Hop Point of View. Already got the first guest in the building
I know,
live.
on time.
Ready.
On
Ready.
time, man.
Like spring ready.
Spring ready.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Matthew Pasterisa. I'm a industry choreographer. I'm working for Azealia Banks right now. I got a VMA. You know,
Light
working
work for
hard
him.
out here. Light work.
Yeah. He's talking so humble and so cool. Like it's like I just woke up this morning like this.
Yeah.
I woke up like this.
I woke up like this.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
listen.
saying?
When I just flew in from LA and I'm like,
That's what's
deep,
up.
man.
You just got how's LA, man? I'm about to take a trip out there seriously.
I
Like
love
I've
LA.
really been like convincing myself, and the reason why I don't really take trips is because the way I feel. I love NY, but I know if I leave and I put the energy into leaving, I'm not putting the same energy into coming back.
I feel that. That's how I feel.
why it's hard for me to leave.
LA is good for entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
It might be good for my soul. I need that warm weather all year round.
Man, listen, I was out
All
there. I
year
did
round.
not want to come back. I was like, God damn it.
I think when I was in LA, you do stuff that. Like, I was like, I'm going hiking and outdoor. It was just things I was like, I'm not hiking in New York City. You know, like,
I'm probably the only one that'll go to LA and go straight to the hood.
not the
You
only one.
But you can't even go through the hood.
no,
But you know why?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. It's not because of street and all of that. It's because of just growing up growing up as a kid.
Don't test their gangster.
Never that. I respect everybody's G. Everybody's G. That's why I move the way I move. Growing up as a kid, I've always seen the West Coast. You know, you see it on all the movies, and I'm like, yo, even the gangsters are so nonchalant. Like everything is like a smooth base with them. Like how they do things is just smooth.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? It's a chill mode out there. It's an ultimate chill mode. And I've always seen it like I would just go out. I just want to go out there just to soak that energy in.
Yeah.
Because like that's me. That is so me.
Well, it is. That's what I'm saying. It is. But in terms of dance, the level of intensity out there is
it's
something
crazy.
different
It's
than
different.
I experienced in New York
But,
City.
you know,
The
I think
competition's
it's because
insane.
it's so open.
Yeah. That's
It's
what it
so
is.
open out there. Like New York is congested.
Congested.
So it's just like it's like it's a normal thing. Like when you see it, just be like, okay, yeah, they trying to get on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In New York, but LA, it's like everything out there is more of a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle here. But
It is,
LA,
but it's not no more. Not like
not anymore.
Not
Exactly.
anymore.
Not anymore.
Not like what
LA
it used
still
to,
have
yeah.
that passion. I'm not
Genuine.
saying New York
Yeah, it's
doesn't,
genuine.
but LA have that. I don't know what they have right now. It's just power right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I go through the studios in LA, I'm like, shit,
Yeah.
they're going hard out here.
Hard.
See, here, we feel like we got it all. We don't got to move nothing.
Yeah.
Come on, we hot, we talented, we got the swag.
Y'all want us?
Y'all want us? Oh, me? Okay. I already knew you wanted me. Okay.
Yeah. You know what it is too about New York and the difference, like with a lot of places, especially LA. One is with LA is that LA can't be nothing else. They can't be nobody else. Like they can't imitate other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, feel me out. Listen to this. they can't be anybody else because their culture out there is so stamped and so branded that at the end of the day, everybody wants to be them. Everybody wants that Hollywood lifestyle. The Hollywood lifestyle and that type of aura. You know what I'm saying? Like out here, you got gangsters and everything.
Right.
But you got dudes, they act like from down south. They want to copy the trap. They want to copy that. They want to copy. LA, they can't really copy other stuff because their roots is so embedded in them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look, just look. You've been in LA.
Plenty of time.
Now, the thing is that you might not pay attention to it because you're handling your business.
Right.
But if you go home and you actually think about it and see, you're gonna be like, yeah, they can't be nobody else.
Right.
Because they stand out so much.
I mean, I don't know about all of that. LA steals a lot from New York City. You know what I mean? LA just has the Hollywood, the branding, and everything like that. Because even the dancers look a little bit robotic compared to New York, where we got the swag and the, you know what I mean? LA is cool.
It's more choreographed out there.
Yeah, in LA.
Than out here.
New York is like we get up there,
freestyling.
We can freestyle off
here.
the top of the head. You know, I love LA, but that Hollywood shit could eat you up and spit you
out in a second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to understand that in LA, it's bloodsuckers out there. You know what I mean? They're looking for art, looking for talent, looking for something new to take.
But that's,
you know what I mean?
It's kind of good though because it keeps you on your toes.
That's
Whereas
true.
out here, if you freestyling, you know, it's just like, oh well, you kind of do it and then you have the attitude because it's a New York attitude. Like
Exactly.
somebody gonna pick me up.
Right.
I'm gonna get put on to something. You know what I'm saying?
What I do love about LA, like you said, it's more about business. You know, they're about resume.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you don't have a resume, you not sitting with me.
Yeah.
At all.
You know, in New York, it's like, oh, you my friend, you could dance, go teach that class.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, who am I learning from? Because they don't even have no damn resume. What the hell?
But
Who is this again? Who? Oh, he's talented, but who did he work with?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, see, LA, they're like, no. If you ain't work with Madonna,
Yeah.
you better go ahead. You worked with Young B.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Young B.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no
we
disrespect to no one.
I
you
spent
know
the
what I'm
last few days watching Baychella.
Mm.
You know, the first time I watched it with my grandmother, so I kind of was like on the low key. You know, she knows that I go into every Beyonce concert possible, so I didn't want to act up. I didn't want to act up, so I just relaxed with her. Then I watched it by myself, and I thought I was there, full effect. And I watched it again because I wanted to watch the artistry that came with everything and without the excitement.
Yeah.
What do you think about Baychella and the dancers and the production?
No, I love the production, the dancing. I have a lot of friends who was in it. Danae, Ashanti, Boy, Danielle, Polanco. They all contributed some dope shit. You know what I mean? I loved everything about it. I love the passion. I'm all about that. Like when you look at dance, I want to see you crying. I want to feel it through every step you do. Beyonce works hard. You can't really, you know, when it's Beyonce, you know what I mean? When it's Beyonce, you kind of got to be like.
She said she eat air, so I was like, wow.
Listen,
her work ethic
is beyond.
It's scary.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary because she has set.
I was scared watching
She
it
has
because
set
I
a
was like, I
platform.
should be doing something.
She set a platform that I don't think anybody can reach,
Of course.
male or female.
I mean,
To do it at that star level and still doing it
At that
like
age.
110.
And a
you
lot
got
of-
kids.
you-
You got
exactly.
You establish. She doesn't like. She goes too hard.
she goes hard. And
She
I love
goes
when she
too
goes
hard.
hard with the dancers. I
Yeah.
love that part. Like
Yeah.
her learning the choreography and understanding that she is the student.
Yeah.
These are the choreographers. I'm learning from them.
Okay.
So let me humble down and learn from a person that does this.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about it.
Yeah.
She was like, no, let me give these black kids the platform to shine.
Yeah.
You know, rather than, all right, let me get the light-skinned girl to come up here and No, I love it was
Becky
so
with
much
the good
brown
hair.
up there.
Yeah,
dope.
we didn't
You
want the
know?
Becky.
We didn't want Becky. You know, Becky.
She's good. But
I
we
didn't
want Becky.
watch it yet, and the reason why is I don't like watching stuff in the hype.
Exactly.
I never like to watch anything in the hype. I gotta watch it when it's chill mode now, where I can absorb it the way I want to absorb it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you watch it in the hype,
That's why I
you're
watched it
looking
a
for the
few
same
times.
thing that people telling you.
Mm-hmm,
You start looking for the same thing people telling you, and you're not just taking it in and finding your own things about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when it was coming, when I seen it, I said, okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Then I just seen like the whole social media blog. Yo. I was like, okay, nah, I'm not watching it.
But
right
what
now.
I loved
I'll wait till
about
a
it-
month. I'll wait a month and then I'll watch it.
What I loved about it was seeing Blue, the next generation of her, dancing,
Yeah.
singing.
Yeah.
It's not going to be anyone else but Blue
Yes.
that's going to carry that torch after Beyonce.
Yeah.
Period.
They've-
You know what I mean?
They've said that's the.
And you got the twins.
That is the prime example of setting up a legacy. Like
Exactly.
we are seeing legacy, from our view, Jay-Z and Beyonce. From our view, we're seeing a legacy of such powerful people in our face right now. And I don't think a lot of people get that and understand what's being taken place now. You know, they just looking at it as, well, that's Beyonce, that's Jay-Z, but you're not looking at an empire
that's
being
Blue.
built in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
is what it is. And this is how we do it. This is how we're supposed to do it. Because this is what white America does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is how, not all because they're not entertaining like that,
Right.
but this is how they build up their empires and their legacies, and it goes for generations
And
you wonder-
generations,
and you
exactly.
wonder why, like how the hell they get all this, and how did this is being built, man? They
Yeah.
are setting a blueprint for people.
Exactly.
They're setting a blueprint out.
And during this time, sorry to cut you off.
No,
During this
no.
time, is so many different untold stories that we all need to know. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of, what do you say, propaganda on
Yes.
the internet. So you got to know what you're listening to, if it's true
And
or
you got to
not.
know what to dissect and,
And
what to
exactly,
cut out
and what to take
move
in.
out.
You know what I mean?
You got to look, yeah.
Don't just pick up anything and be like, listen, this is what we want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I
That's why
agree.
Beyonce was like, no, each person on this performance is going to shine.
Yeah.
For whatever they do the best, I want to see you go hard.
And you
Yeah,
get that light,
exactly.
yeah.
So
get
that was
light.
like, I guess, the one of the biggest stages you guess or entertainer may strive for. I want to dance at Coachella.
Yeah.
What's one of the biggest stages, I guess, for you that you've
Well,
done before?
I've
and
done
something that
Coachella
you've-
twice.
Yep.
So it's with
Congratulations.
Cecilia Banks.
Yeah.
With
Congratulations.
Cecilia Banks, I think we was the first ones to ever do it twice. I'm not
Mhm.
sure. And that was one of the big stages. Glastonbury. Glastonbury. Well, overseas period, they have them big stadiums. You know, overseas.
They're built for
They
stadiums.
built for
Yeah,
entertainment.
they're built for that.
Period.
Yeah,
So
they
I
built for
started
that.
overseas and then came over here.
Oh, so you started on the big stage.
Yeah, so I
And
don't
they came
really
here and
know.
was like, oh, this ain't nothing.
I was like, well,
This ain't nothing, man.
What's going on? You know what I mean? So
Yep.
God is good. I can say that.
That's
you know what
what's
I
up,
mean?
man.
And before anyone was worrying about Glastonbury or Coachella,
Mhm.
it was, Azealia Banks who really was like out there stomping
Yeah.
on these stages, regardless of anything else.
And
you know what I mean?
so with that being said, and what you just stated, because you stated a time right now, you just put a date on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly the date, but we're gonna say right at the beginning of Coachella. That's at the beginning stages. Right
Right.
now, where it's more propaganda.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's more big sponsors now. It's like South by Southwest now.
Exactly.
How it was just a core thing just for the people.
For the people.
And
And now
Now
it's
it's
like,
oh my God.
Now
you
it's
know,
like,
because
yeah,
Coachella
now-
was
yeah.
like for indie
Yeah,
groups,
that was
rock,
that was for the come up.
You know,
it was
for
the come up. It was
but
the come
you
up.
had to be special
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be in Coachella.
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I
It was the
mean?
yeah.
So now it's like everyone's doing the
Now
hip
it's
hop
like-
groups and the
yeah,
urban,
yeah,
and it's kind of
yeah.
like
It's watered down.
It's
It
watered
doesn't.
down.
It doesn't have
I don't even know who performed this year.
It doesn't have
to say the hype of it all, like how it's watered
Kanye
down.
West.
Like I mean, he
Yeah.
had his Sunday service, but talking about on the main stage, like I was like, I mean, I know a few people that's
Ariana
performing.
It was
Grande.
Everything
Ariana
down, you
Grande
know, we
who
had all that
headlined, right?
extra.
You know, like
And then they
Somebody
still
threw a
tried
lemon
to
at her.
put like her numbers up against.
Yeah,
Beyonce,
but see,
so you
Beyond-
can't do
you
that.
know,
but see, that's
that
the difference.
trick, that
when
game.
That's the difference when
Can't do
you
that.
own your shit now.
Mhm.
When you own your shit and you're not just a piece of the puzzle, you know what I'm saying? You can negotiate. Okay, yeah, I take the four. First of all, Beyonce is in the $1 billion bracket.
Yeah.
So that $8 million that she got to the $4 million B got, be like, that ain't nothing. That's going
That ain't
to the
nothing.
kids. That's going to the
That's my
kids.
kids' trust fund.
That ain't even me. That's going
She's
straight
like,
to the
"That's my
children.
kids."
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a different thing. And when they started making money, I'm like, see, this is when you start putting people against each other now.
Mhm.
You start putting the fans against each other now.
Exactly.
So all the people that support Ariana is like looking at Beyonce like, yeah, well, you only got four. You know what I'm saying? But you're not seeing the bigger picture
The
right
bigger
there.
picture.
Yeah.
The bigger picture
That's,
is the
history.
that's
ownership.
Blue Ivy.
The
That's,
ownership,
that's
the
allowance.
history.
That's
Because-
Blue
You know what I
Ivy's
mean?
allowance.
Because
Please.
now Beyonce owned it, but see, they didn't make a big thing about her negotiation with Netflix.
Yeah.
How her shit
Yeah.
was going into the 100 millions. They didn't make a big thing about that. Because why? Because you came out, like you said, you come out with that news quick because you want to be the first one
The
to put
first one-
something out.
exactly.
Instead of, you know what I'm
The
saying?
internet
laying
runs
down some-
everything, you know what I mean?
That's
Like-
why you got to dissect it. Like you say,
Exactly.
you got to dissect it and you got to be like, okay, yeah, well.
It is bigger than
Yeah.
being woke.
Yeah.
You know, people with this woke thing is just
People
like,
woke just because
Just-
you woke.
they just
Listen,
woke
man,
up today.
It's a lot of people woke walking around and they bumping into shit,
But
tripping up the street,
exactly.
getting hit
Come
by
on,
cars.
man.
It ain't about being woke. It's about being woke, being aware, being conscious of what's going on, and moving accordingly.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about.
So long story short, Beachella was great.
yeah.
Okay. Long story short, I love
like
me
that. I
some
like
Beychella.
So
Well, I know you said you danced for Azealia Banks. For those who are listening who don't know, and there is a lot of controversy behind just some stuff going out there.
well,
but
she's been had controversy.
well,
yeah, I mean,
That woman.
she's
is,
not the only one.
She built. She loves that
She's,
shit.
I mean, listen, they all do. You know
of
what
course,
I mean?
but my
I-
question is, how do you prepare yourself, like dancing for her? Like, what does that preparation look like for you?
It's you know what's so funny? It's not preparation. You know what I mean? She's amazing. She's a genius. A lot of geniuses, you
Or
know,
mad. Or mad.
it's not even mad. You know, they're not up for the bullshit. You know what I mean? So it's either you're gonna play the game or not, and
Yeah, they
she's
wanna-
not
they want
willing
people to be
to
aware
play
that
that
they're a
game. You
genius,
know,
yeah.
and what the industry does is make negative assumptions about her because she's speaking her mind. And sometimes it may be at the wrong time, but
Yeah.
when you think about it, it is the right time. It's no wrong time, really, to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, the wrong time
Um,
is just for somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And working with her is amazing. Like, she's like hands on, you know, and she knows what she wants, and she's fucking dope. Like, beside her being like my sister and my best friend through business and art, she's amazing. And if you listen to her lyrics and her music, it's unmatchable.
Yeah, when she first came out, I was feeling
You know,
her.
Nina Simone. If you get into Nina Simone, she's like the modern day Nina Simone.
Uh-huh.
You know, Nina Simone created things that nobody could touch.
Yeah.
You know, Azalea's not creating things to be no one else. The videos that we created wasn't as, you know, what no one else done. Or what's, you know, we created that shit from our brain.
Yeah.
From the art, from what God blessed us with. We're not looking at the next person to figure out, all right, how are we going to do that and twist it up? And no. Azalea's like, no, if we ain't coming straight from the heart,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell y'all.
Yeah.
I
I
need-
totally agree with you. You know what I'm saying? When she first came out, I was feeling her music. I was feeling her. I was like,
So what's your favorite song? Since you know her.
No, I don't know her like
Oh,
that.
okay.
I don't know her like that. I was feeling her because I like, you know, I just like, she was different. She was
Yeah,
different.
I liked her
Yeah.
image.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, she's cool. I never became a fan because the reason why, and it's not the controversy. I just never became a fan because, like, I'm so wrapped up in the artist that I like,
Mhm.
and I just
Yeah.
dissect the artist
Bravo
that I
is
like.
so old. He's
and
like,
I just Like,
and how old are you? Sorry to. All right,
Rob
we're not
was
gonna
up
go.
there, you know.
but nah, early 40s.
All right, early 40s.
But the thing
think
is-
about it. In our time, well, your time, because I'm in my late 20s.
But we're not just talking old school artists.
Okay.
See, that's the thing. I'm just saying when I get into an artist, like I really dissect it. Like, okay, prime example, RP Neighborhood Nip. You know what I'm saying? I was a big Nipsey fan before.
Oh, before
Before
this.
this.
Yeah.
Before that, I was a Nipsey fan, so I was dissecting everything, listening to everything, like, cause I want to really, I like to figure out why am I liking this artist so much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like to dissect myself and figure out why am I gravitating towards this guy and not this guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just certain things. It's certain things. Maybe the environment you grew up in.
Yeah.
Maybe
certain
different, yeah.
you done said something crazy that I'd be like, it strikes a nerve. Like Jay-Z. I'm a big Jay-Z. I became a Jay-Z fan when he said, I keep one eye open like CBS. When he said that line,
That was hot.
That was hot.
I was like, this,
That was hot.
I'm
Jay.
rocking with him because
Forever.
it was so slick.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
He's been slick.
No, he's been slick. But you
He's
see what I'm
been
saying?
slick.
Like, there are things that, like, it'll hit you and you be like, I'm fucking with this. I'm fucking with this person. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I try to just, when it's like, I don't like to juggle a lot of artists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like to just
Rob
fuck with
got
a
his like
handful.
top 5, top
Get
6,
it,
you know.
bang, bang, bang. Then get a no section again. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
right.
Find my
That
reasons
That happened to
why.
me this week. I went to the Nas event, Illmatic, celebrating 25th, anniversary.
Oh, okay.
And it was amazing. I learned so much about him, but people were like, I've been a fan before, all this other stuff. And I wasn't repping him to the extent like everybody else was repping him. But for me, I was like, he just wasn't in my household. Jay-Z was. And he was in my ears. And I was like, I never thought of anything about Nas in a negative way. I just personally didn't listen to him and dissect his music. And now I had a chance to, without the hype, to listen to him, the documentary, the orchestra. I'm like, wow, he really changed his life. Like,
he really did, but he's not even as interesting anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, because the game became more demonic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of the old artists like Missy Elliott and the Little Kims and stuff was like, let me step away from this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's getting too demonic for me. So, people just don't understand Azalea and take the time to really understand her. Because when you're on Twitter, you can only get but so much out of, a couple of lines or words.
The
you know what I'm
words,
saying?
the
But
characters.
they don't look into it as much.
My thing is that I'm always rooting. I have a thing of rooting for the villain and the bad guy, even in the movies. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I
So
mean?
when people doing something crazy, I'm like, my thing is, if you're gonna do your craziness, do your craziness, but win.
But when
Don't do the craziness and lose, because then now people looking at you like,
You
see,
real
you killed
crazy.
yourself.
but
You killed
think
yourself.
about it. You
I
have
want
to
you to
think
win.
about it.
I
You
want
have
you
to
to
think
win.
about it, right? When you have this amount of people against one person,
Mm-hmm.
regardless whether you're telling the truth or lying or whatever it is, they're gonna believe the group of people over the one person, regardless.
And plus, once a reputation develops, it's so
it's
hard to
over.
shake that reputation.
It's so hard to kind of
no
shake
matter
it.
what you're doing so good, they're always gonna look at.
People are always gonna
look at
put
that,
you.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, but what you said this,
That's why I just pray. I just pray and wish and hope
And I
that
think
she wins. She continues
yeah.
to win.
And,
That's
and
it.
a lot
Just
of
win.
people and a lot of people need to really support our black women. Really through the fire, through whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, you need that juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all you gotta do, man. You gotta keep winning.
Yeah.
Like I'm a
You
super
definitely gotta
Kanye. I'm a super Kanye fan. I'm a super
But I
Kanye
want
fan.
to get it from
And
the
as
middle.
crazy as
Sorry.
Kanye behaves and acts, I still support him. And I still be
This is what-
like,
that's
yo,
my
but you
point.
know what? You gotta look at you're going too much into that, man. At the end of the day, Kanye music head is like ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous,
And Kanye and
It's
Azalea
ridiculous.
is like
Yeah,
almost, you know
yeah.
what I mean?
It's just
And nobody can't fuck with them, no matter whether
Yeah.
they up or down or left or right. The
You
art
know,
that they
that's
put
it.
out
Wild out,
is
man.
fucking ridiculous.
It
Wild out,
is.
man.
So you said you're a choreographer yourself, right?
Yeah.
Where do you teach and how can somebody get a class?
Well, I teach sometimes. I don't teach as much, but I teach in Harlem for free.
Oh, okay.
On 114th for Lexington Avenue.
Yeah.
I give it to all ages.
Wait a minute. 114 from Lexington.
Yeah.
What's over there?
It's like a
The
community
projects.
center. So I give back to my community. You know, I'll travel around the world and give back free
Lexington.
classes. You know
No,
what I
I
mean?
know where it's at.
Lexington.
I'm trying to
No,
figure
it's
out
in the hood.
what's
It's in
over
the
there.
hood, oh.
Listen, I know the hood, man.
They just created-
117 from Madison.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
You know what I'm
right
saying?
there.
Come on, man.
man.
Come on, man.
And oh, you close.
Yeah. No, that's why I said she could come right here. Like,
Yeah.
they
Okay.
come.
Yeah. But I want you to get them too.
It's
The
okay.
man guy-
Okay,
it's-
anyway.
it's okay. This is the end of it. This is
Anyway, it's the end. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, long story short, everybody's amazing. Let's support each other more
Yeah.
instead of tearing down our black women. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Especially now, man. If we're gonna talk all of this, marathon continues.
Yeah, marathon
This is
continues for
how,
sure.
This is how you do it.
Exactly.
This is how you do it by supporting each other. You know.
And before we wrap up, because we're wrapping up soon, if I'm not mistaken, I just think that to all the dancers or choreographers, just do what you want to do from your heart. You know,
Yeah.
don't look for opinions, don't look for requests, don't look to clout chase. Just do you.
Yeah, do
No
your
matter
thing.
what anyone says, you know, because everybody's not going to agree with what you do.
Exactly.
People said I was different for years. People said I wouldn't make it for years. But when they saw me traveling around the world, that's when people was like, "Oh,
I
we
knew you could do it.
I knew you could do it." You know,
I'm with your day one friend.
you know, even with the VMA situation, you
1,000.
know, people thought I was lying when I was like, "No, that's, you know, my choreography or whatever it is," you know. Until they saw me at the VMAs and winning the VMA, and now everyone is like, "No, that's amazing." You know.
See,
So that's the only thing that can fuck with your mind, you know. So you got to remember that you have to be spiritually inclined with who
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah. You gotta
'Cause
be-
people
yeah.
will pull you left to right.
Exactly.
No, don't do this. No, don't work with Azalea. No, don't do that. No, don't do this. You have to run your own shit.
Exactly.
You know, as I grew up, I knew I didn't want to be no dancer. I wanted to be a choreographer and
Okay.
create. You know, because I watched Fatima Robinson and Tina Landon and a lot of the dope creatives who
Yeah.
created a lot of dope shit, and Lorianne Gibson and stuff like that.
Yeah. Congratulations to her. I just heard she's going to be the new judge on So You Think You Can Dance.
Oh, Lorianne Gibson?
Yeah.
As she,
She's a boom boom cat.
as she should. As she
Yeah.
should. And they should get more people out there to create amazing shit, you know? And I've always just felt like I was different. I needed another road.
Yeah.
When everyone else was taking this road, I was like, no, I need to go that road. I need something different. I need something that's going to create culture, you know? And I became a part of that, you know? And it's a blessing to just live, you know, coming from the hood and just doing.
And just
Because I
making
never
it
really
to that
took
level,
any
yeah.
professional classes until
just learned it on your
after.
own, yeah.
I just was like a natural talent,
Yeah.
you know? And shout outs to the people who's a natural talent, you know?
Yes.
He really just woke up
What
like
what
this.
is dope is that one. I like how you said like the forefront isn't me, man. I got to be in the background. I want see people don't understand how important the people in the background is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
I
saying?
do.
Like you only see the
The
glamour,
front, but
and you
it's-
see that shine, but you don't know what it takes to make that happen.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people that play that humble themselves
Mm-hmm.
and take that backstage and be like, yo, I don't want to be in the front. They can be in the front,
Yeah, 'cause
but I don't want to be in the
exactly.
front.
When I
know
met,
what I'm
I met
saying?
Fatima Robinson working on the 1991 video.
Okay.
And I was so nervous to meet her because I'm like, shit, she worked with Aaliyah. Damn, I'm nervous. So when I met her, the first thing she said was like, I've been watching you. I've been seeing all the videos you've done with Azealia. You're amazing. You got it. You have it.
Yeah.
And once she told me that, I was like, I got this shit. You know what I
That was
mean?
it.
Like, this
That
is a
was
woman
it.
that I
You only need that
watched.
That was the
one-
battery.
You need that one
That was that battery.
and
That
I
was
was
that
like,
battery.
It's a wrap.
you know what I mean? So I just say do what you want to do, be great at it. And I'm not perfect. I've done some wrong things.
It's a
but,
work in progress.
You know,
Every day's
I'm a work in
progress.
progress,
Every day.
and you just work to be great, not work to get a whole bunch of jobs.
Yeah.
That's not what makes you great.
Yeah.
You gotta, you know, it's chess, not checkers. You know, you gotta make the right moves to be a part of culture, not just clout chasing and trying to get out there to get in the video because they're not paying dancers now.
Yeah,
They're not paying them shit.
They ain't paying nobody.
They're not
They ain't paying nobody.
Everybody's getting crumbs
Nobody
and
getting
shit.
paid.
You know what I mean? But one thing I could respect about Azealia Banks,
because they say they pay you the opportunity.
they pay you the opportunity.
Come dance for me,
and I'm not gonna
and
call
that's
out
an
no artist,
opportunity.
but it's your favorite artist
yeah, I
who's
know.
opportunity.
Yeah.
It's your favorite artist. But one thing I can say about Azealia Banks, she believed in me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
Fatima
shot.
Robinson came in, she could have been like, no, this is who I want.
Yeah.
Matthew, thank you. You know, but she was like, no, Matthew, get back to the drawing board. All right,
Yeah.
do this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, look at this to do this.
Yeah.
This is what's going to make you greater. And I could respect her for that.
True
and
indeed.
she paid me amazing.
Hey, man.
She don't, you know what I mean?
what's
She
up.
don't cheapskate your ass.
Can we get a
She'll-
round of applause for
Yeah.
getting paid for doing what
for
you
getting
doing?
paid.
Huh?
You know what
Can
I'm
we
saying?
get one for
I
that?
know.
People
Yes.
are not getting
Not
paid,
fun.
and it's a lot of my friends who work with the great artists and
And they ain't getting
homeless.
paid, ain't getting no check.
You know, hungry, starving,
Yeah.
and that's
In the world,
not
we
cool.
don't really see that. You know, we will
Yeah.
think the glam, the lights, the
Yeah.
action, and then we're like, see you on the street and be like, what are they doing?
Yeah,
Shopping,
you know,
and
it's like, and one thing
funny.
about me, I've always stood away from people because as you get up there in your career, someone's always like, "What's next? What's next for
Yeah.
you? What's that?" And it's like, no, can I breathe?
Can I
Can
soak
I
We
in
do
live in
what
this
God?
moment.
Yeah.
Can I do what God asked me to do
Yeah.
and bless me to do? I'm not gonna just be running to catch anything.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so once I won a VMA, I was like nervous, you know, but I was like, you know what, let me bask in this greatness
exactly.
instead of, you know, all right, let me do something else to make it better than the next thing. And no, it's not a fucking test, you know. You just
It's
here
not
to
a sprint,
just,
it's a
yeah,
marathon.
it's a marathon. You know, just have fun, breathe while you're running.
Yeah.
Gradually, don't just be out there
man.
using up all your energy, you know.
Yeah,
Especially all at once.
Yeah, all at once, you know. And it's a lot of dancers, like I said, not getting paid. Let's work on getting paid.
Amen.
Let's work on
that.
getting
Work on that
paid and
first.
being great and stop hating on each other,
Yeah.
stepping on each other's toes. Let's support each other. Don't be,
Exactly.
you can't be afraid to repost another person's video because you don't want your artist to get the other choreographer, all this
Yeah,
other
no.
dumb shit.
Man, listen, man.
You know what I mean?
Listen.
Well, I support you.
Yeah.
I've talked about
Thank
that.
you.
I've talked
Thank
about
you.
that, man. Like that love for love, man. You gonna hit me up and ask for love and support, and
Then take all my
but you know
love.
what kills me? Real quick before we wrap up, you can't say you positive. You can't say positive and positive vibes and good energy and all this if you're not willing to show love back to somebody that's giving you love.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're a hypocrite
Right, right.
with that positive. And I tell people like that all the time. I don't care, man. I'm a grown man.
Right,
and,
right,
and
right, right.
If we want to go another route, we can go
and
another route.
because you're on
But,
that
you know what I'm saying?
platform, it doesn't mean that you degrade every other dancer for trying to eat.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's another thing with the choreographers, and I'm not gonna name no names, but stop degrading the other dancers and choreographers who want to come up. Stop doing it. Stop saying, oh, this dancer should do this to become this, and oh, this dancer can't create this because they don't have this. Listen, you show them the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Instead of
their
you-
responsibility to show them
Yeah,
how
to
it's
show the
actually
way,
done.
not oh, this is no because your line ain't this and your foot ain't this. No, teach these young dancers and choreographers how to create.
Because your platform don't last forever.
It don't last forever.
It don't
and you
last
know
forever.
once
Everybody ain't Beyonce.
everybody's not beyond. Listen, anyway,
But it doesn't, because then when it starts to deteriorate, you know, that same person that you close the door on, they might have a door, and now
Yep,
you're looking.
now you
Prime
looking.
example, we gonna end it just like this. We gonna end it like this, and this is true fact, true story right now. Andre Harrell and Puff Daddy. You feel what I'm saying? The teacher and the prodigy, and the prodigy became the teacher, and the teacher and he became worker. And Andre Harrell went to work for Puffy.
exactly.
Prime example.
Prime
boom,
example.
right there.
Exactly.
So you got it right there.
You got it right there. Let's support each other and stop it. Stop the madness and really like push each other up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and one thing about me before we close out, I never was like about fame. So a lot of people that come to me, they're like, oh, come on, you have a long resume. Look where you've been. And I'm like, No, like the fame thing is what gives you anxiety, a headache,
Yes.
depression.
Can't move around.
I just want to spread the energy that any other kid that came from the hood,
Yeah.
that you can create. You can be whomever you want to be without any approval. You just got to get in touch with that energy.
And that's it, and get paid.
And get paid.
Get paid.
You
And be
know
about
what
that
I'm
money.
saying?
Don't just be out there
Exactly,
shucking and
man.
bucking for free.
Exactly.
Okay?
man.
I don't give a fuck who you are. Nikki, whoever, bitch, you better pay me, bitch. Have that check by the time I leave.
Get my bag.
Get my bag, bitch.
Oh, man.
No, but shout outs to all the choreographers that's sitting out here trying to make it, trying to eat and get together. We need to be together more.
Yeah.
You know, stop rushing to support the artists that don't want to pay you shit.
Exactly.
Amen.
Tell them where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram at bornready_Matt. Twitter, swagmatt. Yeah, and that's it.
And keep your TVs tuned, and you
Keep
catch them on
tuning
TV.
in, yeah.
If you don't get them on
TV,
social
more
media,
work,
you catch them on TV.
Yeah.
Work
You know
with
what
some
I'm saying?
dope artists right now. It's a lot of things coming up, you know. Stay tuned. Get that Azealia Banks soap at Cheapy XO.
Okay.
She got some dope stuff over there. Her album dropping, you know.
Yeah.
Let's fuck it up.
Yeah,
Fuck
we're
it
going to
up.
take these promos and pigs, and we want to say thank you, man.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for having me,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you.
You haters couldn't stop me, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a live? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whip. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a live? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whip. You haters couldn't stop me, you better go and copy. My shit is hard like a brick from Poppy. You gotta watch these niggas acting cocky, but the trade pen was sweeten up the beef, no teriyaki, yeah. Mobbing on the streets like a hooligan. Mobbing on the streets, I make moves again. Talking about your name, ring bells, but every time they say you, they be asking who are you again. Your man know, the world don't understand though. I knew I was the streets, I see my uncle with a banjo, cutting up the grand flow. Church, the fiends said the greenhouse be having all that work. Same fiends that put him in the jail, wouldn't let him out, they ain't even give him bail. In my city, either that or a box or in the spot, parking lot, pimping in the parking lot. We parking lot, pimping there and out the parking lot. We parking lot, pimping there and out the parking lot. We parking lot, pimping there and out the parking lot. We parking lot, pimping there and out the parking lot. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a live? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whip. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a live? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whips. You haters couldn't stop me, your boy looking cocky. I slide on you haters and eat them all. Shipping broccoli, then stop with your bitch. You know I'm liking them sake. I like my money on hoes. I chase some chickens like Rocky. And you know I'm coming through and get it all day. Speed dial is a cold way. Sipping Henny in my lobby, nigga. Telling them meet in the hallway. We like drinking, getting money dipped in the latest fashion. Hustle, money made, flipped it right into rapping. Doing 9 to 5 while they bringing the packs in. Me and my bro getting ready to bring the stacks in. Every night is a party on my block. Labor Day shit like Juve on the block. Boys steady watching, yeah, they always wanna plot. And that's why they put the Juve party lights on the block. I said every night is a party on my block. Labor Day shit like Juve on the block. Boys steady watching, yeah, they always wanna plot. And that's why they put the Juve party lights on the block. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a live? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whip. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a live? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whips.
get me this cone. These streets is a chess game, so I'm pushing my palms. My mother knew she birthed a star from the day he was born. Became a man, transformed the Voltron. As long as I'm here, they quit with the strength and go. Let's go. I just bought a new set of tires, about to break them all in. Hey, step that I take is to put food on my plate in this jungle. I am an AK. 45 Dutchess, I'm like, fuck it, let's get high to where they can't touch us. Better slow down, cause it's guaranteed a nigga gon' crash. It's like I'm fighting the war, trying to get me and my niggas to the top. Move through these tracks, though I don't sell rock. I'm laid back cool, but I make shit hot. Guarantee the nigga duck when they hit a pop. When it's on his own, boy, that war don't stop. Why? Why not? For my homies, I would die at any second on the clock. Just picture what I envision. Got guard locked in the system, been loaded with ammunition. Down a highway, in and out of the lanes, we doing it my way. Let's go. Grimy niggas get sprayed. Cockroach type goons killing with the raid. You can't get the show without the pain, but I'm getting money off of this whole pain.
Tomorrow, no stress, no pain. Majors, I got your back for sure. Let's shine like diamond rings. No, I won't change a thing. Just you and me together forever and ever.
HHPOV. Arrows headquarters. HHPOV.
Yeah, thank you. Coming back to the second part of the show, we want to thank our guest, Matt, man. Born Ready, right? Born Ready _ Matt? Mm-hmm. Yes. Dope dude, man. Wish him the best. All that. Now we got straight from Brooklyn.
Huh?
Straight from BK, live.
What?
Talk to him, Chase.
Don't
man.
nobody know you till you
man.
vocal. I used to be local, now I'm Big Man Global.
There it is, man. I was waiting for that intro.
Yeah. What's up, man? Thanks for having me, man.
Nah, it's a pleasure, man. This has been like probably like a couple of years in the making, man.
Absolutely.
It's crazy how like we see each other, we know each other, we talk, we socialize and everything, but you can never like. That's business though.
When the stars align.
That's business though.
Can't rush the greatness.
Yeah,
that's right.
When
the time is right, it happens.
It happens. It's funny because we had Jack up. We had Jack Thriller last week, right? That was like 3 years in the making, man. And we had so many people that was close to him and never could make it happen. Then all of a sudden he just pops up. And comes through, so it's all good. Now same thing with you. You know what I'm saying? I see you, man. I've been rocking with you for a second, and pow.
Yeah, that's
now
the beauty.
You up here.
Beauty of when you working, man. When everybody working,
man.
It'll line up.
What's up, man? So talk to us, man, because like some people don't know. I know the resume. You know what I'm saying? But tell them about. Let them know about you, man.
Yeah, man. You know it's your boy BMG, Big Man Global, Brooklyn artist. Former pro basketball player.
Yes.
Now artist signed to Para Music, Sony.
Yes.
Just out here getting that stamp, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting that, making my impression, on the game. And it's been a short, long time coming, and I'm blessed to be in the position I'm in.
Yes. Appreciate you and happy for you, man, making the moves. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
So you've had some joints, man. You've had a lot of joints. I can't even name. You like out of New York artists, you and Graf I listen to a lot, man. Yeah. Like that's not on that level.
Yeah.
That should be on that level.
Yeah.
But you and Graf I listen to a lot, man.
I appreciate that. It's dope company to be in. I mess with Graf too.
And
Smart guy.
yeah, man. And I always appreciate you, man. You do a lot of stuff for the community as well, man. You do a lot of, of. You just an all around good guy, man. How do you remain in your heart to be pure like that, and then knowing that like it's a lot of people play gimmicks with the rap game to be successful, and then you stay true to your form, like how hard is that?
It's not hard at all, man. Once I got the game plan down, and it's identical to the type of person that I am. I just want to be able to relate in every situation that I can go in, as many situations as possible. A lot of artists that I know that I rock with, they don't always get the call for the community events. You know what I mean? It's I guess it's in the style of music and the person understanding what you bring to that platform. So as having the name Bakeman Global, I try to pride myself in being able to adapt to any situation, drop me off anywhere on the planet, and I have something that's relative to that area. So the community events and having a daughter that's 5 years old, I'm pride myself on when I'm in those situations being able to relate to that that platform and give them something that's positive that they can remember. A lot of times positive music and the message is not that popular right now.
Exactly.
So I just want to be able to when I get those calls, it's a dope feeling to be able for them to lean on me for the situations like that.
True indeed.
No, don't get me wrong. We got the street stuff. We got every part of
we know
every part of your life and how you feel. And, you got music for that. So it's a time and place for everything.
I think the last video that I saw that was on one of the Source, I think it was. I don't know if it was a freestyle or if it was a song. I wasn't sure, but I listened to it and it moved me in a way because I feel like a lot of guys nowadays try to tell women what to do, how to do it, and it's so aggressive. So when I was listening to you, I'm like, wow, like this is a message that sometimes isn't heard the correct way or just go over our head.
Absolutely.
Like, we're just like, oh, he's trying to be disrespectful. He's trying to come at me. And I really was like, wow, I wonder where he gets that from.
I just wanted to drop a piece off that let women understand that even though we're in a male dominated situation, that the women are very powerful. You know what I mean? Every great man got a woman behind him in some aspect. Most of the time when somebody make it, the first thing they say is, I want to thank my mama. So women, I got a lot of women in my family, and I just want them to understand that, like, just say my piece and letting them understand that women have power. More than is displayed.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, man, the women gonna buy the music. They gonna support you and they gonna cheer for you, man. We gotta keep a smile on their face.
Absolutely. even outside of the music, just the nurturing aspect of a woman in the household, and every strong man, the woman is doing the heavy lifting. It's things about that situation that are not shown all the time. And it's a woman behind you, allowing you the space and the opportunity to be great. As a man, like it's every man has a woman, whether it's an aunt, uncle, an aunt, a sister, a aunt, grandmother, anybody, mother, girlfriend, wife, whatever.
Everything. No, you 100% correct, and you 100% right with that, especially when a lot of us was growing up in a single parent household, and the mother was taking care of us. So the moms is like riding, doing all like back and forth, hospital, whatever, practice, school, and I think a lot of us, we forget that. We forget how strong the woman is because we just see us, like, we see us make it. So we just like, but you forget, like, it's your mama holding you down. Mama. Day jump. Day jump. Your mama's holding you down.
Somewhere in that speech, that guy's saying, I can't wait to get my mom a house, or, thanks to my mom for doing this, A, B, and C. You know what I mean? Like, stereotypically we got the resume of the fathers are not around. That's one of the common stories in the urban community, and the mothers is there.
Not to throw hate on our brothers out there.
Oh, never.
Not
to throw hate, but Bake. one of the realest things though is it's interesting how like the sons come up, they be like, yo, I gotta get my moms out the hood, I want right, but unfortunately the one they was in a relationship with isn't that committed. You know what I mean? It's interesting. You know what I mean? You know, not the, but that's the disconnect. You know what I mean? The kid is like, you know, I'm gonna go hard. Yeah. But then, you know, the man that was there for some reason, it's tough, man.
Yeah, like I talk about it sometime because like a lot of times I see it and I saw it growing up. Most of the time, people are not having kids out of love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a situation thing, and then you know the woman ends up pregnant, and they find out they really don't have that much in common, or when it gets serious, it's always a separation from some sort. So, yeah, shout out to the mothers, man, doing the heavy lifting.
Dear mama. You know what I'm saying? Tupac. Dear mama. Real quick, before E go and ask a question, I know he's waiting. It's been a while since he's been here. You know, welcome back, E.
Welcome back. Welcome
You
back.
found your way? You didn't get lost, right?
Nah, I'm so honored. It's like I'm brand new. You know what I mean?
We have a guest today.
Yeah, we got we got another guest.
I'm guest hosting today.
No doubt.
So you mentioned the ball playing.
Yeah.
What happened with the ball playing to go into the rap?
Yeah, I was playing professionally overseas in Australia. Shout out to my people.
Shout out to Aussie.
Yeah. Shout out to my peoples out there. They showed me a lot of love. Went out there. I was over there for 8 seasons, 2 Americans to a team. And when I got down to maybe my 6th or 7th season, I liked the game a lot, but I didn't love it anymore. And because I understood where the game has taken me throughout, like everywhere that I've been in this world, and coming from Brooklyn, where I'm, you know, it's not that many chances.
Ball player, USA.
Yeah, of course. It's a court. It's a court on every corner. So everybody trying to make it, and everybody trying to make it, but everybody don't make it.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of legends that didn't make it, and I was fortunate enough to be one of them to, you know, have basketball take me around the world. So I was like, I'm not gonna disrespect the game that got me everything that I had. And you know, I wasn't motivated to train all the time. I pretty much averaged 30 or more points my whole career, and I just was like, it's time for something else. 4 seasons I didn't even come home. You know.
So was it, do you think it was being away like that kind of took the passion out of it, or just you just like it's not fulfilling my heart no more?
It was a little bit of both. I just did it for so long. Like, if you understand, like, I've seen players get sent home in the middle of the season. Sometimes you play with a different guy, a different import every year. So it's like, for me to be out there for 8 seasons, it was a pretty long time. And you know, I just wanted something different, you know. I may have lost motivation, maybe due to being homesick, or maybe you know, being able to do whatever I want in the league. But I said, you know what's next? And then maybe I had a doubleheader in Melbourne, Australia, and then I've seen a friend of mine. He's from Harlem. He had a show. And I went to see him perform, and his dad is naturalized, so he's been over there for a while. So I was motivated to start writing at that point when I saw my friend do it.
You wasn't writing before that?
I wasn't writing before that. I didn't pick up the pen. I didn't write. I was an athlete. So I've been to concerts. I've seen Jay-Z when I was younger. You know, just being around people that rapped, I understood that they were artists, but I was an athlete. And when I saw my friend do it, when I saw my friend Mac do it, that's when I was, you know, I said, I want to give this a try. Then,
was he playing as well, or was he just an artist while you were there?
He was just a citizen. Like, his dad was a professional player. His dad was, you know, Big D Mac was amazing. Like, he'd been out there for over 20 years, and he's a citizen, so his kids is out there with him, and you know, he still got that Harlem flair about him. So my man was rapping, and he had a show, and I went to see him perform, and I was inspired to, you know, get a book and start writing.
That's dope.
And then I became you know, really good really quick, but I still took my bumps and bruises, and you know, you got to perfect it and, you know, get things, and I'm still a work in progress, but that's when I was inspired to do it. I think I credit a lot of it to when I was in college. I excelled in my short story classes and my literature classes, and having an extensive vocabulary. And when I used to write short stories in college, the professor used to tell me that I had a way of painting a picture. So I think that one of the keys to being a lyricist and excelling is having an extensive vocabulary, being able to talk about multiple things, you know. So
yeah, it's funny he mentioned that. You know how, like, you know, everybody got their top 5 and all that. But what I think is the difference between a lot of MCs that were out long ago and that are still relevant now, or still like staying edgy stuff now, or still relevant to the young, the new, the middle, the old, is there's some type of literacy going on. They're reading, because if when you're reading, that's the vocab is coming, the thoughts is coming, your philosophies are changing, you got more content to rhyme about, and you could tell which MCs are not kind of like reading because the content ain't the same. It's just different. And I think another key is, like, I think the ones that are successful in that aspect, you know, they pay attention to current events. They understand what's going on in the world. Absolutely. Even if they don't rap about it, they have some sort of idea what's happening. Most of the time, record labels, when they get the young kids that have a following, they understand that every follower is a potential sale. So because they coming out with the struggle story, they understand that if he have 1 million followers, that those kids probably relate to his story. And they you know, they promote the negativity a lot, and a lot of times the story or the struggle or where you come from and anything like that is more popular than the positive. So record labels, you know, they capitalize and they want maximum return off investment. So, you know, what's gonna fly more? Something whatever's selling, you know what I mean? Until we change that narrative, that paradigm, make a shift to, you know, when the positive is selling or what's happening, the real, you know, is happening. But I do want to say this. Big is one of the few performers that I would say that for a while now, I think your show game and your track game, they line up. You know what I mean? So if you hear your song and then you see you perform it, it's kind of like the same vibe. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
So shout out to that.
Drastic difference.
Nah, it's no, you know what I mean? It's just like it's the same raw energy you get from the track, the same raw energy he get performing. But what situation? Because someone like you, I always look at some artists like you're the type that artists labels or people who are trying to do business with you are like, he look like he know what he doing. So that means they're gonna have to either, I can't deal with you because you're gonna try to maximize the most because you know what time it is, or you know you're not like a new artist where I could kind of like, you know, swindle. So what are you looking for now? You looking for a deal? You looking for just staying independent? How you rocking right now?
Well, right now I'm signed to a label called Para Music Group, and they distributed by Sony, and it's a perfect deal for somebody like me that's not really well known in the world for music. You know, it's a 50-50 partnership. I bring them the project, they get me to the world. Most of the time when artists, you know, get signed and they take an advance, they got to pay that back before they see any money. So now if your project or your song don't do what it's supposed to do, and you can't recoup that money at quick pace, you're stuck in that situation. So for me to be in a situation to be partners with a situation, it's just like, it's an amazing deal for a new artist.
And what does that mean, 50-50? Like, if you could explain.
That means that I bring them the project, and you know, I mix it and master it and everything like that, and throughout their resources and their reach and globally, they distribute me to the world. So when I drop something, I'll have a bigger reach than somebody that may be independent that drops a record on iTunes or anything like that. So it's a lot of benefits with that situation. I don't owe a tab. I can take other deals. I can take other meetings and stuff like that. So my plan right now is to, once I drop my single in the next 2 or 3 weeks, it's called the OU. It'll be with the Grammy Award winning group Hamiltones that used to sing with Anthony Hamilton. The producer is Slick Music. He won a Grammy as well. So it's a dope record that I'm gonna drop in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then after that I'm gonna drop an EP with them, and then, you know, who knows, we'll see, you know, we'll see who's looking and where I'm gonna go from there.
Okay. What's the content of the track about?
It's the OU. I wrote it like when you hear it, you'll think I'm talking about a relationship, but I'm really talking about the state of hip hop, which you'll go back to the OU. You know what I mean? And with them on the hook, it's a beautiful marriage, and it's a dope. It's a dope way to paint the picture. And it's up tempo. It's hip hop. So
okay.
We got 2 joints though. We got what's that? Franklin's and Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
That they sent.
Yeah,
that's good.
Which one is first? Which one is first? Which one?
I mean,
which one? What do you recommend?
Whatever.
This is like your show. It's like your show. Which one you dropping first?
Whatever one y'all want to drop. Right?
Let's do Brooklyn. Let's get.
Let's set it off with Brooklyn.
Yeah, let's set it off with Brooklyn.
It's not where you from. It's where you at.
Yeah.
Get some volume, please. Some volume.
Some Bill.
It's where you from. It's where you from. Why you talk like that? Why you walk like that? Why you act like that? I'm from Brooklyn. Why you rap like that? Why you lit like that? How you get like that? I'm from Brooklyn. I'm so Brooklyn like I'm Hollywood play. When I get the money to leave, I probably will stay. How much you wanna bet? We got the grimiest streets to paint the picture. I went and got the grimiest beat. You know you better remember that the streets ain't fair. Hoping to find love, but the streets ain't care. All of your loved ones expect for you to be there. Stand on your own too, but we don't see your pair. It's Brooklyn. We automatically winners. Just like the day you was born, we automatically sinners. Now I'm taking
Who's on the beat for
advantage of
this?
my 15 minutes. Cause I remember when
Oh, my man 3Q, he's from West Africa.
I'm never letting you stop me. Just because I'm confident doesn't mean that I'm cocky. When you on a team, you do what's best for the posse. Everybody can't be Mike, somebody gotta be Scotty. Where you from? Why you talk like that? Why you walk like that? Why you act like that? I'm from Brooklyn. Why you rap like that? Why you lit like that? How you get like that? I'm from Brooklyn. How you getting love like that? Why they scared like that? They probably hating on me cause I'm from Brooklyn. Why you real like that? Why you built like that? I was born like that, I'm from Brooklyn. On his toe is a tag, zip up the bag. It's easy to be a shooter, that's no reason to brag. Let's put the guns down and throw the hands like Zab. That's going over your head cause you ain't listen to Cass. I got a plan to be big like Jay-Z. That's why I'm hustling hard like the KOB. Even though I'm getting quiet money like AZ, it's still a beautiful struggle like Talib Kweli. Salute the Queen Bee, the lighters are still up now. This another BK anthem, shout out to Fox Brown. Somebody got a Smith & Wesson in the club now. So if you hear him buck shots, you better duck down. With a gang of stars that shine so bright, no rapper could ever take this MC light. Like Kane, I'm gifted in black and I'm up next. Will I be the greatest? The answer is most deaf.
I was waiting for the most deaf. I was waiting for the most deaf homage.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's money right there.
Yo, I like the shout out to all the Brooklyn MCs.
The Brooklyn legends. Yes.
And how you, it wasn't like just a shout out. It's a shout out, but
you incorporated it.
Yo.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh man, it's dope. I love, and you know what, one thing too that I love about Brooklyn artists, man. They're never shy to represent Brooklyn. Like you get artists from places and they be like, yeah, when you from Brooklyn, it's a
you know they from Brooklyn.
You walk and you stand tall, different. Man.
Yeah, I was in Indonesia, and there was somebody out there from Brooklyn. Already, like they say in Brooklyn in the house, if they really somebody, yeah, like and being other places in the world, they intrigued by New York City.
Yeah,
and that's, it's Brooklyn. I like Harlem, Manhattan, all that, but Brooklyn to me is the capital of New York City.
When I was living in Australia, I met the first guy I met was like, I'm from Brooklyn.
You was living in Australia?
Yeah, I studied there for some time. So I did. That's what I was going to ask
you.
When
did you? No, you went to Sydney?
Sydney. I went to the University of Wollongong.
Okay.
I was going to ask you about the basketball before because I went to a game, I went to a few games, and I was like, this is a major difference than the NBA or overseas. Like, first, in the arena, like, my tickets were really good, but I could walk right down, like, had courtside seats. And I was like, they would never let me do this at Madison Square
Wait a minute, so
Garden
you
for
just
the
pick
Bronx.
your seats?
Well, you buy your seats, but then like when the game is going on, the security isn't as tight.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
And you know, every corner, every section, you know how
Yeah.
we have 2 or 3 or 4 people. It was just like 1 on that side or 2 on that side. So I was able
Yeah,
to
it
just
don't get really hectic.
if I saw a row, you know, a few rows up and the whole row was empty, I could just
Yeah,
just
you
walked
could
up
go,
there and
yeah.
just went. And I was like, this game, the game itself, I was like, oh, this a big difference for me.
Sydney Kings and all that. Yeah, it was an amazing experience, man. Like just, and then because I did so well with basketball, I have a huge following out there with the music.
Yeah. That's
You
why
know
I was
what I
going to ask, would you go back and
I
do
am
a
going
show?
back.
Okay.
Yeah,
He said, well,
Yeah,
damn,
but-
it's already.
Hey, some people.
I am going back.
He
I
said
mean,
it's
shit,
already
I'm surprised
scheduled.
he ain't
It's
doing
already in the plan.
halftime shows
Yeah,
out there.
halftime.
Yeah, like I did that when I was there, when I was when I was beginning as an artist, and to me, like just being in a humble state and understanding where I was before and where I am now,
Yeah.
I wasn't as good as I am now, and I was doing shows
As an MC.
as an MC. It was a lot of, you know, I studied it. You know, I really put my same work ethic that I had when I was an athlete. I put it into the music. So having that understanding of where I am now, I understand like back then I wasn't as good as I am now. It was a lot of learning. It was, you know, there's no one want artist development. Most situations they want ready-made players. They want ready-made artists. You got to be able to step in right now. So in the beginning, there was a lot of things that I had to teach myself and really pay attention to a lot of other things. But at that time, I opened for Exhibit in front of 5,000, Boys the Men in front of 20,000. All the Wu-Tang, anybody that came out there, I was able to get an opportunity to perform and open in front of those crowds. So it was dope. Like it was they welcomed me.
What's amazing about that is that like playing ball overseas and on that platform, and then rhyming on another platform, like there is no fear. You have no fear of no crowd, because a lot of people be like, they're performing their rhyme, but when you got that many people looking at you, you feel
But the
different.
support was a little bit different as well. Like I went to a club and there was a New York artist that performed. Everybody that was from New York City went bum rushed the stage. It was like I felt like I wasn't homesick anymore. I didn't even know the artist. I was just like, we all from the 5 of us are from New York. We gonna represent wherever they from. I can't even remember the group, but I just remember going, having a good time, and just representing whoever
dope,
it
man.
was.
And because I was an athlete, it's a lot of things that I'm prepared for now in the game. I'm not coming in the game as some young person that's really blown away and starts like I've been at the top level of a profession in another country, so it's like when I'm walking through the industry, I'm not impressed by a lot of things. I'm not starstruck. I'm not to the point
nervous or anxious.
like I'm not to the point where like I'm blown away, because I understand where I used to be as an athlete. So it was a dope experience, just being in those situations, and I'm looking forward to going back. Like now that I'm the confidence and everything is up.
I don't want to put Bake under pressure right now, but we always ask like, shows coming up. We're not even gonna ask shows in the U.S. We want to know what your international shows is like right now. What's the line?
Like, tomorrow I'm in
What's the
Germany.
tour they set up for the international shows, man?
What's your
you can't
global
be,
tour?
His global.
It's Bake Man
He's
global. It's
He's
Bake Man global.
You know what I'm saying?
Next
So
week
you've
is
been overseas
global tour.
crazy right now. So I
yeah.
know right now you probably got like four passports on deck ready to be stamped.
Well, I'm going back to Australia probably the end of the year.
Yeah.
But in June I'm going to Trinidad. Shout out to Para Music Group. I'm currently in the middle. I'm being on tour with Bianca Bonney from Love and Hip Hop. She got a tour that's gonna happen right now. So
Underrated, right?
Underrated.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the stops, I think second to last stop is Trinidad.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be an amazing experience. I'm happy to be a part of that. Outside of that, look for me in Australia.
That's dope.
They waiting for me. It's just gotta line up right.
It's gonna happen. The talent is
couple
there.
things with the paperwork and stuff.
Talent is there. The vibe is there.
Yeah.
So you got it. One of our I would say networks. They knew people was coming. They knew you was coming. They Do you have it? They want to know if you have any videos, any HD videos. Shout out to Sean City TV. They're looking for a video.
Oh, my man Sean City.
Yeah.
I like them. I rock with them. Yeah, I got a video on the way. It should be ready any day now.
Okay.
Yeah,
they told me to request it from you, geeks. So they want to put it on their platform. A lot of HD videos. They kind of want to get to that vibe.
This one is going to be a dope HD video. It's actually to the video, the song The Franklins. Like one thing I believe in, like I got a video that I'm going to shoot to my first official single, the OU with the Hamiltons. I'm going to shoot that in North Carolina, but I wanted to put something out right now that was hip hop that I could really just have circulate, and that was the purpose of Penn Wallace, dropping the mixtape, because I understood the timeline on when I was going to drop my first official single, so I didn't want to have that much space in between. I wanted to just give something that people could check and look for. So that's gonna be any day now. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Let's listen to Franklin real quick, and then we go on to the joint. I don't know.
Hey, already.
We gotta get volume for this one, cause we already know what this is. We already know what this is.
All right, start up. Be the DJ. Hey.
Just having a little fun.
We already know what this is.
Just give me throwback dances.
Oh man, I remember this.
Yo, Styles, I will crack you, Styles.
Oh yeah, it's all about the Benjamin Franklin.
Hey.
Oh yeah, it's all about the Benjamin Franklins.
We got TV.
Man, go. What you need to do, get your flow tighter. Not everybody's a writer. You ain't never set a fire to a cipher. I'm way nicer, I'm considered a lifer. Trying to get my hands on some bands like a swiper. Yeah, even before the deal, grind for the meal. Get money, stack it and try to chill. But still, if I gotta kill, then I will. Everything fake stand out when you real. I was laid back, but it's time to hurry. Fill up the bag, so my little mama never worry. Everything I spit, I say it gotta be heard. On every single station in the world, that's my word. With all kind of women, we tearing up the Caribbean in a state of oblivion, living off the experience. Smallest bill, $100. You ain't gotta worry about the price, I got enough. Money not the topic, then it's nothing to discuss. I went from eating cold dinners to struggle to make you bitter. Life with no figures could turn you into a killer. The buzz got bigger on Instagram and the Twitter. Now the gold digger ain't worried about what I give her. Got to the top, it took a while. On the green mile, road to the riches, now I can smile. Built the team, explored the dream. They sleep, so it seems I need to snooze with the beam. I peeped you, why you think somebody's supposed to feed you? You ain't got the people, that's why nobody believe you. Don't let the humbleness deceive you, cause I leave you. They ain't brief you, should've kept the hating between you. Pop those, trying to put a stop to my nachos. The ride slow, trying to kill a drive like a pothole. Cash used to flow when I was laying on the sofa. Was OT back in the day, love with the coca. The whole team been wildcats like Villanova. If we flex, block ain't safe, so call OSHA. Cops got the help of the camera to try to jam ya. Bad chick next to my grandma with good grammar. She was a scammer, when I was young I want the rammer. If I would've told her, she probably would start laughing. She ain't know I hit with a passion and long lasting. Beneficial, I don't need a whistle. I can send a missile to any crew that talk down to the team and but I know they love singing. They wanna send you down the river while you sit thinking. Why they do call all of them mad soft. When you shining, they be hoping that you fall. Stop hating. It's all about the Benjamin Franklins. It's all about the Benjamin Franklin.
That's crazy. That's why it's called Franklin. Yeah, I was wondering when I heard the beat and then I heard the Franklin Benjamin Franklin. I was like, oh, that's slick.
Shout out to my man 3 Cube. You know, he just took the major part of the beat and made it a little bit of a difference.
Flared it up a little bit.
Yeah, so shout out to my man 3 Cube in West Africa. Shout out to all the producers that rock with me on Penn Wallace and
shout out to that, and shout out to like officially remixing the shit out of that joint and making it sound like yo. Damn, man.
That's a classic joint.
We need to put you need to get the locks.
That was audacious. That was audacious.
Okay.
I know a lot of people that did that beat, but I just wanted the difference is that I took the same flows that they had.
Yeah.
You know, and made them my own.
You took the flows, but you also was talking so slick on it. A lot of people, they get the beat and they let the beat do the work for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially a beat like
they
that.
let the beat
You're
do
right
the
about
work
that.
for them. So they just say little stuff here because they know that the beat is gonna get the
you
attention.
gonna rock to it regardless.
But,
you know what I'm saying? If you hear that,
like
joint
when you
come
got the
on.
beat and it's you competing against the beat, that shit is dope, man. Right
That's
there,
dope.
man. That
So
shit
that's
dope.
on Penn Wallace.
Nah, that's something that's after Penn Wallace.
That's after. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
so for everybody out there, when's it officially dropping or it's out already?
What?
Penn Wallace.
Oh, it's out right now.
It's out, right?
Everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, everywhere. You can get it anywhere. Like, just type in Bake Man Global, Penn Wallace. Shout out to the production that I got on there. You know what I mean? Like, everybody did their thing.
Okay. And is there any place they can see you at? When any new venues you
I'm gonna say any
performing?
New York local
Any
venues.
It's a lot of places that I be. I just pull up for support, but it's a lot of. Like,
Yeah, I noticed that. You just get on.
Yeah.
I mean, noticed
He just
that.
be popping up.
I pop up, but like I'm understanding that if you show love, you get love. Most of the time, I'm popping up, but I'm not just jumping on stage. I'm not just doing that anymore. That was in the beginning when I was, trying to get to the situation I'm at now. So I don't just jump on stage. I just want to support the people that support me. You know what I mean, and keep my visibility up, and because I know like. It's gonna come a time where that's gonna have to come back.
Exactly.
And it's just dope. It's a good vibe to support. You know what I mean?
Super dope. So tell them how to, because we gotta take our promo pictures, do our videos. How can they get at you if they want to partner up, send you some beats?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and all that at Bakeman Global, and everything else is at www.bakemanglobal.com. You know what I mean? bakemanglobal@gmail.com. Just send me whatever. Let's work. You know?
Shout out to Be About Money Entertainment.
Shout out to Be About Money Entertainment. Touching Money Daily, Guardsville, Day One affiliates, all my people rocking with me.
Let's do it.
And shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all.
Listen,
for
man,
having me.
we seeing you everywhere.
2 years in the making. I told him. I said 2 years. I said 2 years in the making.
I remember seeing him everywhere. He was like, "Oh, I get to y'all." Everybody was like, "Yo, come on, they show." He was like, "Nah, we gonna make it happen." We
Make it
so
happen. Shout out to Prezzo. Yeah.
we appreciate it. Hip hop point of view, Bake Man. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
HHPOV.
Virgo. We ain't gonna go back and forth and play this cat and mouse game. It is what it is. If you with it, let me know from the beginning. What it's gonna be.
So what it's gonna be, baby girl? Acting like you're tryna come home. Trying to roll. Come on.
Hop in the whip, I'm about to roll. Dismissing all these bitches hitting up the phone. I'm headed to the spot just to be alone. I step there and get a table while I'm in the zone. Something like one bottle just to be social. Hitting Twitter, let my hitters know I'm chilling local. And I'm sipping while I'm sitting solo. I'm just different bass hitting while I'm listening to total. A lot of things on the floor shaking. Each one got me more patient. I see when I'm like, Lord gracious. Let's see what it's gonna take us. I told her, I wanna see you on the floor naked. She laughed. She looked at me and said, this boy crazy. Then she looked at me and said she overdated. Then I looked at her and said, I'm so persuasive. Then I grabbed her by the hand, headed to the table. It's glasses after glasses, getting more acquainted. The liquor make these women show their true colors. Brown and brown equals black when it's undercovers. It could all start with a couple lick, and nigga in with you. And in between I be it's blindfolded sex, you don't know who you fucking with. She said the party done, let's get out of here. I said the party starts when we out of here. By the end of the night we can both get right. I'm not here just to find me your Wi-Fi. So what it's gonna be,
baby girl? Acting like you're tryna come home.
Acting like it's
Come home. Really tryna roll.
You ain't trying to leave.
okay, let go. Look, now what you gonna do? Cause I already know what you wanna do. And I can tell that you can tell that I'm wanting you. And I ain't with the game, so I'm laying in front of you. So now it's your decision. Because your decision, it will lead to more decisions. And the more decisions we have is for more positions. Both our wrists handcuffed together, fucking codependents.
I'm trying to get you alone, girl. And ain't nobody trying to fuck your buck-tooth home, girl. So leave her by herself right there where she's supposed to be. And bring your sexy ass more close to me. Let's have a toast to me. Cause this calls for a celebration. Let's say cheers to the crib with the betters waiting. Soon as we friend up, where you gon' end up in a room that's tremendous, in the mood getting bit up. Now tell me how that sound, cause I get around like Tupac if you not down. What you mean? If you ain't with it, gotta let me know. If you ain't with it, I ain't flipping, I'll let you go. So call me a loser. I don't get mad, I just call you an Uber. Dig on your cab, and if you want me to do ya, then get and relax, looking thick in the passenger seat when we pulling out. Now all the stops are pulling out. I see you staring, so I dare you, mama, pull it out. By the end of the night, you can both get right. I'm not here just to find me your wife, alright? So what it's gonna be?
Baby girl, acting like you're tryna come home. Girl, so get your hands to the phone, come home. I don't wanna leave with you, girl. You're not really tryna roll. What it's gonna be, baby girl? Acting like you're tryna come home. I don't wanna leave with me, girl. So get your hands to the phone, come home. I don't wanna leave with you, girl. You're not really tryna roll.
HHPOV.
Mike, yeah.
Mike, check.
Yeah. How y'all doing?
Let's go. Hip hop point of view. Space Syndicate. What up, EO?
Chilling, man. I'm chilling, bro.
Low Wavy, Genesis.
How you doing? How you
MRI.
How's it going?
Peace, y'all.
First of all, EO, thanks again, man. You know,
I appreciate it.
Appreciate the love. You know what I mean?
Man, always, bro.
How's
always.
the dogs going? I thought you was
Everything-
gonna cover the dog. You told
Yeah,
me you
man.
was
Listen,
cover the dogs.
yeah, man. Listen. All right. So, what happened since the last time I was being my bulldog? He passed away. Screwface passed away.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I
Screwface
decided-
was his name?
Yeah,
Screwface?
Screwface. Yeah, that was the homie. He was like the mascot for me. And what happened when he passed away? I decided to focus more on the music. So all the dogs went to my closest my ride or dies. All my dogs are with people who are if this dog dies, I have to kill you. So the dogs are good. You know what I'm saying?
They're good hands.
They're great. Everyone is
Okay.
Crixus is good. I got a dog named Crixus Tookie Williams. If you his full name on his birth certificate is Crixus space, because there's a couple spaces on a dog's birth certificate. It's it had the boxes. So his full name is Crixus Tookie Williams.
Wow.
And yeah, so he chilling in Wappinger Falls upstate. He got a whole yard. He's cooling. You know what I mean? It's a whole we're chilling.
Yo, serious. Man.
Yeah, man. So that's good. But I got some Frenchies coming. The Frenchies will definitely be here by September.
Dope.
So yeah, I'll be back with that.
Let's
soon.
do it.
Yeah.
So Space Syndicate, ill name. You know what I mean? It's one of those classic names. You know what I mean? That everybody goes solo.
Yes,
everybody gets their own album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So who came up with the name?
Man, that's us here.
It was a group thing. Nobody want to take credit. Who came up with Space Syndicate?
I came in at the end of the. I was is okay. So let's put it like this. Short story. I did an interview with you guys, and I think I want to say 3 days later, maybe. I was on the L train, and I was about to go to my trap house to go re-up on some weed. Kid you not. And I had a little bit of bud on me, and I seen my man MRI, bro, and he looked like he was smacked, and I was just like, And I was just like, yo, son, like, you need some bud? And he was like, nah, boy, I got it. And I was just like, I was impressed by the dude, and I'm still not knowing the city, so now I need to ask questions, because like I'm really still not in tune. And like I was gonna get to my stop. When I got to my stop, I swear to God, the universe was like, yo, E, just stay on the train. Ask this nigga where he's about to go. And I said, yo, man, what you about to do, bro? He's like, yo, we about to go to this event. We got a beat battle, and we about to go. I'm like, what? You rap? And I'm like, it was the energy was too crazy. Like I was more surprised, 'cause I don't really fuck with nobody like that. Like to just jump off the train with a whole stranger. And when I got off the train, I met like the whole squad, and it was like I was like, damn, I was like, where the fuck you niggas been at my whole motherfucking life?
Facts, man.
It was weird. It was weird.
MRI just out of nowhere. MRI, what was your first impression when you saw him?
I mean, homie came up to me. He got these chains on. He got this like weed shit on. Like he got a literal nug on his hat. Like,
yeah, I mean, I had the nug on my hat. Yeah,
it's some shit, and I was just like, what? You know what I mean? Like I don't need that, bro. like I could get you. You know what I mean?
Gave him an MRI real quick.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's good with this nigga? Like
I was like, I'm from the city. You know what I mean? Like, and then I was just like, yeah, we about to go to this event that Genesis is sponsored for. It's a P96 and Sage Magazine.
Yeah. Shout out Sage.
That shit was hard. He was sponsored to battle like a bunch of producers. Actually, our other boy Shimatu was in it too, and that shit went hard. It was rappers and producers, and homie ended up placing second. Our homie won, and it was just wild. And that's where he met us.
It was
and that was like the first impression type shit. So
yeah,
I was just like,
that was amazing.
This is just like what I was about to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
and the thing that made it even more that I knew I was supposed to really rock with them, so I didn't have any homies that lived in the city at the time, right? And I called my boy randomly, my childhood friend from high school, like from before middle school, like just my white boy from the hood that I grew up in, and he's like, yo, bro, I live on Willoughby, and the Willoughby was 2 blocks from the venue space, so there was no way for me to even get back to my house upstate. If I would have going back to Port Authority, but my man's crib was right there, and like it was just weird.
Yeah, it lined up. That's
it lined up real weird.
Some crazy shit. Yeah.
So Genesis, you do beats?
Yes, sir.
Nah, every time out. You can't just say Genesis. Genesis, MRI, Vaughn. Who else we got? Stiz, Produce Aisle. Technically, so we have a whole entourage of producers.
Really?
It's it's a real family affair over here.
Man, we produce, we rap, we mix, we engineer, we do everything. Bro. We market, manage, everything.
See, this is why I love our young boys, man. They get into it, man.
And we also
go to
resources. We also go to school, man.
Scholars.
What college you go to?
Well, I went to University at Buffalo right now. I'm doing part time at BMCC right now while I work, and I chase a dream and shit. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
I went to Temple University for a year and a half.
Shout out to Philly.
Yeah, man. Spent some time out there, made some connections. Nothing like New York, though, of course. So I'm back at SUNY Old Westbury now.
Okay, I'm a Westbury alumni.
Oh,
okay. Vibes is there already. You know what I mean? It's here. It looks a lot different from when it is now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You gotta know. That's how I swear to God, Westbury different. I don't know about any other school, but they'd be like, Westbury, okay.
Facts,
it's a vibe like that.
I love it out there. It's calm. I like it.
Yeah, especially if you're from the city, you go out there. Low Wavy, what you do? You do beats too?
Nah, I make clothes. I'm into the fashion.
Of course. Why would we think? Why would we not think that?
Today shining right now.
Oh, okay.
Everything we wear right now.
Designed by the bro, man.
Oh, you designed that?
He's really.
You designed that sweatshirt, Low Wavy, right there? Oh wow.
That sweatshirt, this one.
Oh,
I got my pants on.
Oh, that's dope.
I even made their logo.
Yeah, man, the Syndicate logo.
That's facts. He made the logo.
I made the Space Syndicate logo.
Oh man, so this is a whole empire in the making right
there. Yeah, and I think I know Jen and Lil Wavy come from hip hop legacy. They got it in their bloodline. They you feel? I let them talk about that. You feel me?
Jen, come on, let it out the bag, man. You know what I mean? Hip hop family, growing up hip hop. Tell us.
So yeah, Still from Smith and Wesson is our pops.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Smith and Wesson, Bucktown.
He looked like a dark skinned Still, yeah. He does look like a dark-skinned Steel.
Exactly.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, man. That's blood.
I can't see it in low wavy. I don't see it in low wavy.
Nah, because he got the glasses. He got the glasses.
He's a baby.
Nah, he got the glasses. You see it. You
I
see
don't
it,
see
man.
Steel that much. I see Tech a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Tech is that guy.
Yeah,
And they just dropped a new album.
Yeah, all shout out to the
That joint hard.
Oh yeah.
That's dope. So you know what's interesting about it, you know, in terms of when you said it's in the blood, right? Is I see how, you know, Polo is really making the generational, like it's going generation to generation.
It's a lifestyle.
Brooklyn is like they not letting that go. I thought it'd be done in a little while, but
nah.
Nautica left. You know, I think
that's honestly been like the brand like that's been the most continuous for me since like middle school. You know what I mean by that? Like it's just like everything else kind of died out. Like,
Facts.
if you think about it.
Always.
Shout out all the low gods out there.
Polo solid.
Oh yeah, the low life. Shout out the low lives, man. All low lives.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
Space Syndicate was kind of like the collective creator name for all of y'all coming together.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like me and Genesis met through our other boy, our videographer, because we got videographers as well in the group. Shout out Young Poo Poo Platter, you know.
Young Poo Poo Platter.
He dead ass taking his finals right now. He's dead ass.
Real he's Asian.
Taking
He's Asian, but he's with us, bro. That's the fam.
Nah, that's the fam. And shout out
That's the
Blackman. Shout out Blackman.
brother.
That's our girl too. She's good. She's worked with a lot of people too, man.
He has a thing about people with the original names. He loves people just using their names. I love people when they just have like the wildest names,
Bro, and it goes deeper than
like
that.
like when I was coming up and I remember, I swear to God, for like 4 years I was changing my name. I was like, I got a new name. I got a new name. Like that's the thing, man. It makes you something, you know, like a superhero or something.
You got some awesome names.
It's your legacy, you know.
Yeah, it is your legacy.
And it's just like it goes deeper than that because I knew him before he was Young Poo Poo Platter. Like you know what I mean? He went to my high school.
You got to say the whole name.
Exactly.
Young Poo Poo Platter.
Young Poo Poo Platter. Shout out Young Poo Poo Platter.
You can't say Pooh. You can't say Young Pooh. You gotta say the whole thing.
You gotta say Young Poo.
But like actually, he's like a really key component to all this because he went to Temple. And him and Genesis became boys, and then we linked at our boys' crib, like, and he introduced both of us, and then we just started like hearing each other's beats through this like shitty $10 speaker, and we were like, yeah, bro, like this shit hard, like, really. And then we just started linking up in my crib, and we just like really like from shitty speakers just kept cooking until like I was just like, yo, fuck this, like I need to invest in my shit, like, and I bought like Yamahas, I bought monitors, you know, I bought an interface, I bought a mic, I literally spent racks on a home studio.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely. And it's like, I gotta give a round of applause to these guys because they're from Jamaica, Queens.
Yeah, and that's a trip.
Mind you, they're from Jamaica, Queens. That's deep, bro.
Yeah,
I live in Times Square. I live in Hell's Kitchen. So that, man, in the late night trains, I don't even want to talk about that.
Local stuff, get about it. So,
but that's what makes,
them, bro.
you know, at the end of the day, you know, that's what makes, you know, when you think back and reflect, you can't deny how much work y'all put in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know the
so
grind.
Many weekends,
you know it.
like, instead of going to a club or like going to a bar, it's like we're like, nah, bro, let's go cook after our closing shift.
Facts. We ain't taking no handouts along the way.
It's like, yo, it's 11 p.m. It's gonna take an hour to get here. Probably gonna chill for like an hour or two to make like we're gonna be mixing though, and it's like it's worth it.
So so give me some ages. How old are you?
I'm 20. I'm 22.
22.
21.
21. EO? 25. You the
I'm
elder statesman?
I'm 18.
Yeah,
18. Wow.
Yeah.
So
I'm the baby.
what age did y'all start really taking this serious? If I was going around, it's like low weight. When did you start taking your fashion serious?
My fashion? Well, honestly,
like creating,
creating my own clothes. Honestly, with me falling in love with Ralph Lauren, I wanted to make my own brand so I could be like the creative director for them one day. And I was at like 7th grade maybe, so that's like 12 or 13.
Yeah, 12 or 13.
Made my first sweater. I was getting so many compliments. I'm like, all right, I'm about to go on with this. And then that's where I'm at with it now.
That's dope. MRI, when you started like really taking it serious, what age?
Like serious, probably like 20.
20. Wow, that's recently.
Yeah, because I got into some trouble, but my situation changed a lot. So I realized, like, because I've been trying to do it since I was 17, since, you know, I started rhyming words with the fire flow. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't make sense, but people were like, yo, you got something. But like I work extra hard to make it worth it, you know, to like make sense, and not just some lame half-ass shit. So at 20 years old, after some shit, I snapped because I was like, I don't got time. The real world is like it's creeping in right now, and it's like it's make it or not right now.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you got to secure something.
I said I don't know how, but I'm gonna try. I had my boy Vaughn with me. That's who like kept me going too. He was my producer, yeah. And then we just expanded and kept going.
Word.
Man.
Genesis, what about you? What age you started?
So I first started producing using FL Studio. Back then it was called Fruity Loops, and I was like 13 years old. My first beat on SoundCloud, to this day, it has over 8,000 plays. So once I saw that, I realized I could really take this somewhere. I had people hitting me up selling. I was selling the beat, $20, $25 leases, but I was still seeing a little bread. So I say once I turned like 16 and I put out my first project, my first instrumental project through Bucktown USA Entertainment, that's when I really started taking it serious, and that's when I really started getting my goals set. I knew what I wanted to do with it. And I went to college. I went to Philly because I knew I wanted to go to a bigger city where it was more potential to grow. I didn't want to be upstate New York where it's cold and everybody from Brooklyn and Queens and all that. So like I say, like I really started taking producing serious around like 16 years old, and I really just started rapping like last year.
So what made you pick up the vocal?
Well, I always been pretty good with poetry, but just like seeing my homies doing it, seeing how they wrote, and then like, you know, just being around it and producing beats, you might get a couple bars on your own, and them joints might really be fire, and you're like, oh, hold on,
exactly.
Maybe I
you know what you want to say to that.
Yeah, facts. Right. And then also to push the production, because one of the issues with making it as a producer is you need that one artist to get on your beats and really take it to the next level. So we with Space Syndicate, because we produce and we mixing and we doing all this, is so we could, you know, build up our own skills, and we could really help promote what we do along the way. You feel me?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You walked into a treasure box.
Oh yeah.
On that train that day.
Yeah, man. This is the.
Get close to the mic. Get close to the mic.
Yeah, it was weird, bro. Because I literally, it was okay. So my tour that I was on the first time, the Savage Order tour, was just ending. And I was just like, I'm about to just go pick up my clothes, get some weed real quick, take this L train back to Rockland County, and just recalibrate on music. And I was really what I was about to go do that day. That was my plan.
He said, I ain't back to Rockland County since.
I barely be home, and when I'm home, like I stay in my house because like I don't want to like fuck up my opportunities of like just not being able to work with these dudes because there's nothing but fuckery out there. So I like Jen, MRI, they'll call me, bro, and they be like, yo, like, what do you do today, bro? You in your crib? Like, what you doing? You chilling? Like, I'm
you ain't about nothing?
Bro, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm playing video games right now, bro. Nah, because everyone knows me, bro. I'm like a super nonsensical guy, and I'm small, bro. So, like, you can't really be too lit in Rockland County or even have a vibe for yourself because the hate's gonna come. Like, I say it now, like, rest in peace to Nipsey. You feel me? I got my Nipsey blue Adidas on right now. There's a whole bunch of Eric holders around. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a whole bunch, like, and it's the niggas you really be around. So, like, these guys are as close as my actual brothers are to me, but I don't be around them like that. But, like, I remember one time, son, this is maybe like 2 weeks ago, MRI calls me. He's like, yo, bro, someone, like, threw a bottle at my mom's car. I literally was like getting ready to run to the bus stop. I didn't even ask who did it, what happened. I reached for my coat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, we just be outside. It doesn't even matter because like the love is there. I can have that love for people like this because like people in the hood, you just got Eric holders, bro. Like the same people who be right next to you, but like as soon as a little situation, a small altercation, they're ready to take you out for it. And those are the people who just didn't want to see you win from Jump Street. So
you gotta separate yourself. One of the biggest
cycle.
things.
And I didn't have situations where I went to California and shit went left for me one time, and like it was like almost my word versus someone else's word, and my boys had to cycle. They had to sit back and cycle evaluate who EO is and who these other niggas is. And they already knew what time it was.
Luckily, you have
You know what I'm saying? But you
guard
have
your
to have-
reputation with your life,
You
man.
feel me? That's 48 laws of power. You feel me? And
That's yeah.
my bro's
Yeah.
really on the 48 laws of power wave to the core. You know what I'm saying? And I love them for that. You know what I'm saying? They real. They real. You know what I'm
See
saying?
how they knew the 48 laws? You didn't even have to say that.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
like we just, you know what I'm saying? I think we're a lot of old souls, bro, and we just gel.
Facts.
We gel really well. Yeah, man.
Before we get into the track, I just want to say something to y'all real quick. Even though to you guys it seems like you're just taking this serious, you are still young, and you got years to perfect it and to make it happen. Because at your age, I was still like lost. I was still running around. I didn't know what to take serious.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know, and because and the thing is that a lot of people like our age is not gonna tell you this. They're gonna say, "Yo, I already knew what I wanted to do." Excuse my language, it's a fucking lie. Because in our era, everything was just beginning.
Right.
So everybody was trying to figure out where they gonna go. Oh, you gonna play ball? You gonna sell drugs? You gonna rap? Like you was picked. There was categories, and people were choosing their path, what they was gonna do. So I want to applaud you guys. You know what I'm saying? And say, yo, it is dope what you're doing right now. And at your age, yo, bro, just stay focused, cause it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
In the words of Brav, at your ages, I was doing nothing. When you like, you know how you was calling EO, like, what you doing? He was like, I'm not doing nothing. That's what I was doing.
But it wasn't even a call.
You want to say something?
I wasn't even allowed in his house. You know what I'm saying? It's not a regular 2 hours. I wasn't even allowed in his house.
Yeah, I just want to say we on IG Live right now, and Silly V83 from Jackie's Angels just showing y'all so much support right now. She's like, our young black men need more support, and you know that she thinks that you guys are doing really great.
MRI
and,
Spanish, by the way.
Thank you very
yeah, Spanish, same thing.
She
She said the group in
Full
itself,
blood.
so that she thinks you guys are doing an amazing job. So
Shout out
keep up the
Colombia.
good work.
Thank you very
We all
much.
bleed the syndicate.
Facts.
Space Syndicate. So we're gonna get into
aliens,
these tracks.
You know what I'm saying? We aliens.
Rob, you got let's get into so EO, you sent me, I think you sent me 2 things, right? Yeah. One is the track. I know one is your track.
One is EO's, one is Space Syndicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's play mine first, because I feel like the Syndicate track is like this is a world premiere for them.
All right, let me play
This is
let's play yours
big.
first. Okay.
Shout out my boy Vaughn. Shout out Vaughn.
Set up.
He killed this.
Yeah, he made the beat.
This is an intro on the album.
Your boy MRI
The
mixed
EP,
this. You already
mixed
know.
by MRI.
This is Not Give a Fuck.
Yeah.
What does MRI stand for, by the way?
Magnetic Resonance Image. But it's also my last name without the AT.
Oh, so you still got the name, so
Yeah. So let's bring it back.
super proud of you because you still have the name.
Yeah, it's my last name. It's like kind of like that Tom Riddle shit.
We get some view, Carrie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's behind.
Am I allowed to like rap this as we do it?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
If you know the words.
Oh, of course. Why not? Shout out my daughter Lulu.
What's up?
You already know.
What's up, Carrie?
Let me roll up and continue to not give a fuck. The only way I see me going is up. So you ain't talking, you slowing me up. Hey, I just $1, and get my daughter wherever she wants. It's my philosophy, stoned as I puff. It's my philosophy, stoned as I puff. Rolling up Bonnie blood in my cup. I'm a big dog, yeah, you's a pup. And I sold my seed and I came out the mud. Nigga, what? Feel like I lost all my goals. So through the meditation, I just let my aura glow. My MRI up on that L train. I might cry, y'all.
This is Light Rock FM right here. This is tough.
Trying to catch Holy Ghost till I realized the dude I prayed to was a ghost. Found the God in me, then I let him grow. Now I'm a pastor at each and every one of my shows, and it's a prayer every single time that I smoke. It's weird, bro. I help you with ever since I met these niggas, I've been like, I did like 20 shows this summer, bro. I'm just a philosopher's stone. And and like the whole album has been produced in the crib. Yeah, MRI's crib. All my bros. I don't know, man.
You got to get this for the video. We got to send them this footage. This is real.
Oh man, they got me crying, man.
Let me roll up and continue.
Nah, that's real though. I had to let that out, man. You don't have like Nipsey's my favorite artist. Everyone know that. Actually, 27th was supposed to be a show with him in Connecticut.
Oh wow.
I mean, opening up for him. There's a lot of Eric Holders in the world, bro, and a lot of people don't want to see me win. I found some people who want to see me win as much as they want to see themselves win.
There you go. This joint is tough, man.
Yeah, man.
So quick.
Oh man, I got
yo,
me there.
I got you, yo.
That's
you
the
know
first. It's the first time I really heard it because I had to do a showcase recently, and I didn't even know what to perform. And I was like, "Yo, just send me the song real quick, guys." And like, MRI got like 6 of the homies in a room, and they literally sat down as a unit and they mixed the song to perfection, and then they just sent me the song.
So
and I won the showcase.
Did EO have a different rhyme style on this, and you said keep with that? Cause that flow is tough. It sounds like a hook, but it's the whole song like that.
I mean,
so whose idea was that?
Honestly, it was his idea to do all that. What I did is it's like I made you feel it type shit.
Yeah, he made me feel it. Cause I didn't even believe in myself when I wrote that shit. It was weird.
No, this shit is strong.
I mean, like literally, like I mixed Vaughn's beats. You know what I mean? Like I mixed that first, and then I mixed him, made it feel how I would feel. You know. It touched me. That song touched me. You know what I mean? It's about his daughter. It's about his life, his struggle. I don't know if you heard it, but that tea kettle, that whistling noise.
Yeah,
that's mad jokes because my grandma was she was making tea when we were like mixing, and I was like, wait, hold up. You know what I mean?
And you kept it in there?
No, she was making tea.
Okay.
Like I was just hearing it while I was mixing it, and I was like, wait a minute. And then I went on YouTube and I just like downloaded like some tea kettle sound. I was like, nah, this is hard.
It was an amazing session, bro.
It's just like I feel like the tea resembles you. Like you need
song
to
is
relieve
therapy. I feel it. It was a therapy.
Stress. You know what I mean? Relieve that. Find that stout in your life. You know?
Yeah, we got 3 minutes, EO. I want to play the other joint.
Oh yeah. Let's but you know, the song is like about just believing in yourself. You know, cutting the wrong people out of your life. You know, knowing what you're doing it for. And you know, if you have like, you know, some people got the issues with God, you know what I'm saying? So that was me telling people like, you know, just find it within yourself to find that and grow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
That joint is money. It's a feel good joint.
Let's get into Super Moon Sounds, bro.
Super Moon Sounds,
man,
coming up.
Produced by Genesis.
Yeah, man.
Jen, let's go to it.
Let's get it. Yeah. Take a walk amongst the gods in the earth. Make a wave, let it disperse. Watch the gems from the dirt. Trees breathe, moon full.
Who's this rhyming?
That's me right there. Shoulder turn over, ask me what do you work. Told him worth more than you can measure. He told me my spirit special.
I hear the poet. I hear it.
Young God.
I'll give you 2 choices. You're gonna be.
We recorded this in the homies room at like 3 a.m.
You already know
Mixed down and everything.
I gotta live by my own rules. You riding the dime, I get up early to make moves. He said, listen to your money, go where it take you. He touched between my eyes and he was gone as the wind blew. I looked up at the sky and felt the energy from the moon. Got quiet and in tune, so left to be back soon. Galaxies apart, but I'm still gonna be with you. So while I'm right here, stop and stare. Sacred geometry is all at a pair. Seeing warriors and tikis, but I feel no fear. Show 'em love and we embrace, walk together and it's clear. When we say it's fuck your feelings,
shout out Anthony King too.
This is some galactic vibes. You got this is the space joint.
Sir, that Space Syndicate sound.
You mixed this too.
You know where you heard it first, just in case somebody try to copy it.
Sure.
About point of view, man.
And you know they trying to. So.
Oh yeah, man.
With a check, got your label vex, got my lawyer set. Check the splits before we split the check. Check my whole estate.
Who's that?
Anthony King. He mixed this.
Million albums, platinum on the legs, cold about a sec.
Shout out 6 Borough.
The bottles written at the bottle caps. We down for the count. Rocky Marciano smack.
You got visuals for this yet?
Yes, sir. Out on YouTube.
Okay. I'm gonna ask y'all to
men.
send it to Sean City TV. They're looking for videos, man. So
Our videographer made it.
Oh, you did?
And I co-directed it.
Okay. So I'm gonna tag y'all on Sean City, man. They're looking for videos, so I want to send us all our people.
Please,
all our
great.
word.
Greatly appreciate it.
Who's this right here?
That's still Ant.
I'm next.
Yeah. Y'all not ready, man.
1 minute, y'all. We got 1 minute.
Green, I'm brain dead, but my mind stayed on vegetables. Healthy diet, I live long, nigga. It's so inevitable. Fuck you. I don't like me either. Spitting
That's
like
you, am I right? I can tell.
Captain of New York like Derek Jeter.
Cut the theater, no time for that. Check the meter. I'm the leader of the new world. Come meet her. No more freebies. Pay me for a feature. School you like a teacher. Gather round students, guess I'll teach ya how to live the life of leisure. Cause you to have brain contusions like a seizure. Take a hit of this and come meet Jesus.
Space Syndicate, we gotta go. Quick, tell them the IGs real quick. What's your IG?
IG most_valid_productions space_syndicate_NYC.
Genesis, what's your IG?
Gengod, GENGOD __ that's 2 underscores and space_syndicate_NYC
EO?
is the whole collective.
Yeah, mine is who is Aura right EO. I mean, you gotta just learn how to spell. If you don't, you gotta get out of the garage.
Lil Wavy, get to it.
Mine is Polo Boy Wavy 2 V's and the Wave Clothing with 2 V's.
Wave Clothing too. Thanks, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're gonna take some
Thank you
pictures.
for having me.
Space Syndicate. Hip hop.